Hi guys. Today is Monday, June 3rd. It is the beginning of the work week over here. Um, so today we're focusing on the painters because they've already been here for 3 weeks now, and this is their last week here. I already told them that. So they have to speed things up a little bit. I can't really blame them because it's a lot of work because the ceilings are so big, and it takes a long time to get the ceilings perfect. And they're really doing a great job on the painting. I don't have any complaints about that. Sammy, our jackhammer guy, he's also Sammy has become a role, become very important in our build here. Um, he's not just a jackhammer guy. He does a lot of other things for us. But he got hurt the other day doing an errand. He fell off the bike and really put a gouge in his foot that pretty much went right to the bone. So he's out of commission, which is really a bummer for me because he's been the one that's been sourcing some of the work for us. So in any case, we still have things are moving along. I had some comments about the doors, if something happened to them, if they're a no-show, but no, they're not. I mean, honestly, it's kind of our mistake. It's a rookie mistake that we should have started the doors a long time ago, and we just didn't. For one reason or another, who knows? I mean, I can't look back and I can give you a million reasons why, but but we should have started the doors the day the beams were up. Because we couldn't really start doors until we had measurements of the doorways, of the openings. But as soon as those beams are up and the columns are up, we should have measured them and ordered the wood and started that. Doors would have been done by now. We didn't expect them to be this complicated. So don't forget, we're having everything custom made. We're not buying stuff in the store. A lot of people have mentioned you should buy the dry wood. It's in the store. It's much better wood, and I don't really agree with that. I really don't agree with that statement because you guys haven't seen the wood that you haven't seen the quality of the wood that we have. I mean, you see it, but you don't really know what it is. You haven't been able to feel it, touch it. And if you go in the stores here, the wood is not the same as back in the U.S. It's really junk. Even if it is dried out, it's light as a feather, not really suitable for outdoors. The wood that they have in the stores. The wood here is fantastic. So in any case, the doors are custom made, which is what I want. I want the house to be original. I don't want people to say, oh yeah, I could buy that in Home Depot, or I could buy those doors in Tagbilaran. No, you can't, because we had it all made. We had it all custom made. And I want everything to be original to the Philippines, not some cheap import from Japan or China. And a lot of, so back to the doors, so the fixes are all in. So what we did was we got prices on glass companies. They came, they quoted us. The problem is they couldn't start the glass until they had all the doors were all made, because each door has to be measured exactly. So the doors, the glass, the fix, those are all in and they've been measured, and we've ordered a 1/4 inch tempered glass. And I believe that price is around 25. No, I think it's like 50,000 for the tempered glass, something like that, for all the fixed. And so we'll probably be looking at another 50,000 for the sliding. Now the sliding is a whole nother ball game, because they've got to make tracks, and they have to make the tops of the sliding doors have to have a groove. So you have the track, and then you have like the lip of the top of the door that goes inside the track. That's for the top. The bottom's going to have an aluminum track system. The top is all wood, a wood tracking system. And it's all custom made, guys. It takes forever. And the glass, because it's tempered, they don't keep tempered glass on hand in the store. If I was ordering regular glass, I could have all the fix done tomorrow. But the tempered glass, they have to bring it in from Cebu. It all has to be custom made. I don't really think a lot of people use tempered glass here because it's expensive. So the tempered glass, it's been ordered a week ago, and they said 4 to 6 weeks for delivery and installation. So once our excuse me, once our sliding doors are all made, then we can have them come and measure for those, and it's probably going to be another 4 to 6 weeks for those. So we're looking at probably for the doors to all be finished, stained, installed, you're probably looking at the end of August for that, which means that we probably won't be moving in here until then. Because, I mean, you can't, I mean, I don't want to live in a place that don't have doors on it. A lot of the Filipinos can, but I can't. And anyways, I'll be back in the U.S. in July. I've got to get back to work. So that's where we're at with the doors. Now, the other thing is people are worried about termites. There are termites here, don't get me wrong. There's plenty of termites to go around. But the way my house is set up, termites, first of all, they're subterranean. They live in the ground. And second of all, they need water. They can't live without water. And my wood is not going to be getting wet. That's number one. And there's no water. There's no water. These termites would have to burrow up through the 4 feet of solid concrete just to get at the wood, which I don't know how they would do that. And if somebody knows more about termites than I do, please comment below. But everyone keeps worried about termites. So I'm not worried at all, because the outside planks that are going to go next to the sliding doors, the outside planks, they're going to be, first of all, sanded and then treated with selenium, which prevents the termites. I mean, termites will eat anything. After so many years, the selenium will probably wear out. But I mean, how long do you think? I mean, I don't plan on being. I don't know about you guys, but 50 years old. 30 years. If the wood lasts that long, I don't know. I mean, I don't need it to last a lifetime. I just need it to last my lifetime. After that, I don't care. But I'm not worried about the termites because the way my house is designed, it's set up high off the ground. I have the overhanging of the roof to protect it from the weather, the rain. I've had pouring torrential downpours here, and not a drop of water has touched those doors underneath the roof. It's pretty amazing. It's a really good design for this climate. I've had people commenting about the roof. It's like a mushroom. It's going to blow away. No, it's not going to blow away. It's not. Trust me. But back to the termite thing. The termites can be a problem here. Like in this house that I'm staying in, this rental, it's covered in termites. Covered, but it's all wood. The entire house is wood. The entire property is, this whole place, other than the columns, is all wood. My property isn't all wood, and it's not. And this place is built on the ground. So the termites are eating the crap out of this house, that's for sure. But I have wood planks that are going to be screwed into a cement wall. Now, if the termites eat the planks after a couple of years, guess what? I unscrew them, I get new planks, and I screw them back in after a couple of years. I have a house in South Carolina, and I've had my fair share of termite damage there. And let me tell you something, I treat the house every year. I have a contract with a termite guy down there. And year after year, you still get damage in the same spots, even with the treatment, even with the treated wood. Those things are unrelenting. And you want to know where they are? They're in the same spots. I have the termite damage in the same spots in the house year after year. And it's where it's damp and wet. Damp and wet. Those are the two. Anywhere else where it's dry and and the sun hits it and everything dries up, no termite damage, not one. But in the shady spots where it's wet, constantly wet, and doesn't really dry, termites. And none of those spots in my house are going to be damp and wet. None of them. You know, I mean, for a termite to eat those planks on the outside of my house, they would have to dig a mud tube up and over every single step, and then up the cement wall. And don't you think I would notice a mud tube that long? Of course. So guys, common sense here. Use a little common sense. Termites may be a problem. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. And I've had, like I said, I've had my fair share of termite problems in South Carolina. I replaced, you know, I could have torn the house down and rebuilt it. That's how much damage I had to replace in the front part of my house down there. You do have to treat down there, and if you don't, you'd have no house. But this is all concrete. The house here is solid concrete. You should have seen the amount of cement they use for the floors. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the termites are going to come up through. I don't know, 4 inches, 6 inches of concrete. Anyways, so termites covered, doors covered, paint. You got to get the paint done. Also, next thing is I've got the property boundary line up, and I've got a jackhammer guy coming to replace Sammy tomorrow, hopefully, to start jackhammering the holes for the fence posts. People ask me about the fence. What kind of fence? Is it a fence? Is it a brick wall? I'm not really crazy about solid concrete walls. So the design is it's going to have a cement post. It's going to have 2 rows of hollow block, and then I will have bamboo fencing made that'll sit on top of the 2 rows of the hollow block. So it should look nice. And then we'll sand that down and stain it so that the bamboo will have a nice stain on it. It should look beautiful. And it should look native and natural, not, and it's still going to be, so the hollow blocks I would figure are going to be about 2 feet, and then we'll have an 8 foot, the bamboo gets cut in 8-foot sections, so the bamboo will be 8 feet. So you're looking at a 10-foot fence, which is perfect. From here, y'all be looking directly at the fence, and you won't be able to see any of the property, which is nice. We'll have some privacy on this side. On the other side, the back side, doesn't really matter so much, because number one, there's no doors on that side. Nobody from behind my house, nobody can see inside because there's no glass doors. You can only see inside my house from this side of the property, which is why we're going to have a 10-foot fence. The front, we'll have a small little gate, you know, nothing to block the view of the house. And then that's it. So fencing. Oh, and then we got the carpenter. Hopefully, we got to get a carpenter in here next week to start working on the kitchen island, and the lower cabinets. Once that's made, I can go ahead and call the countertop people to start with the quartz countertops. So that's probably a 2-week out project. I'm hoping within 2 weeks from now we'll be calling the countertop people to come in and start installing the countertops. I can't wait for the kitchen to get done. So this is the morning talk for porch talk for Monday morning, just so everybody can get up to date. Past couple of days was laid up in Taliban and just trying to, you know, you get dehydrated here in like a blink of an eye, and it's not fun. Get a headache, dizzy, you know, you feel exhausted, tired, and nothing you can do except take it easy, rest, and drink a lot of fluid. So that's what I've been doing. That's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and see you on the next video. Thanks.